Hi, I'm Dr. Eric Yancy, and I've been practicing pediatrics for nearly 40 years. And one of the things I've come to realize is that often parents leave the doctor's office with their children without fully understanding exactly what was said. Now, some years ago, they just kind of went and they didn't really know, so they just kind of wondered. Well, now we find that parents are actually going to the internet through various websites and various types of search engines and putting in keywords that they thought they got that day and literally scaring themselves to death by what they read. So this is a huge problem that I see pretty much every day. Parents are worried about what they read. Does my child have this or does my child have that? And so that's why this particular program called What Did They Say and What Do I Ask was created. Because what we're going to do, we're going to actually tell you, go into a little bit more explanation of what your pediatrician or other practitioner said, maybe some of the terms they used that you didn't quite understand, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to ask the next time you go in for that next encounter. So it's going to be like kind of having your own personal assistant pediatrician in the office with you. Many times what happens is that you'll hear a disease process, you go and you look it up and it's all these scary, frightening things on there. It doesn't mean that you're not literate to understand what's going on. It's just that you have to have a background to do that. Now, the other thing that's going to happen is that if I run into a situation where I'm not sure exactly what's going on with what you've been told, I have a huge group of friends in all sorts of specialties that I will talk to, find out what the best approach would be, and then say to you, this is what you should ask when you go back. Now, here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to in any way attempt to diagnose your child. I think diagnoses require something that is basically very basic to most encounters, and that is a history, a physical examination, and then you can make an assessment of what's going on. So I'm not going to be diagnosing your child, but when you call in and tell me what was said, I'm going to go into more depth and explain to you exactly what that meant, and then tell you exactly which questions you need to ask the next time you go in, or if you should schedule another appointment to go in sooner than you think to ask those particular concerns. So welcome to What Did They Say and What Do I Ask? The program that empowers parents to know exactly what to find out about their children. We're going to have you call in. I'm going to have you call in and you're going to leave your message. We're going to keep it relatively brief on your voicemail, and we're going to cover what was said right here on this program. So you're going to hear yourself on the air, and then I'll tell you exactly what did they mean and what do you ask. The number we're going to call is 317-983-4945. That's 317-983-4945. Write that down, 317-983-4945. For What Did They Say and What Do I Ask? This is Dr. Eric Yancy, and we want you to tune in each week to this program or share it with all your friends each week, each day, whichever. It's going to be changing all the time. You may hear your question, but if you don't hear yours come up immediately, you'll hear the questions of many others, and you're still going to be able to learn something about your child's health, because we're going to have the most informed audience there is, because we're going to see if we can get you out of those search engines and find out exactly what's going on by talking about it with just you and me.